All right, so this is how to download your IP Cloud to your Android or your iPhone. You're going to get that QR code that's in your IPC back office. I'm also going to post the link down below in this video. You're going to get to this page here and quickly just download. If you're on an iPhone or an Android, just click on the corresponding one. Okay. When you get to this point, you're going to hit download, and this is going to pop up on your iPhone. You're going to hit allow. All right. Again, my recommendation, do this with a phone, whether it's an older phone, something you bought on eBay, something. Do this with an older phone. Don't do it with anything that you have personal data on. Once this happens, you'll see that the profile is downloading. On your iPhone, it's going to go to your downloads folder. You're going to click allow, and now this is what you're going to see in the profile. All right, pretty easy. Again, do as you wish, but me personally, I used a phone that I have no personal data on, okay, that I can easily just scrub, replace everything on, and not have to worry about this. From here, you're going to install the profile. This will pop up, and you're just going to go ahead and hit install. There's going to be a couple of things that you can read through. Again, not financial advice, not, I can tell you what I am doing, me personally, and what I have done is this, okay? I also am using a VPN in the back end. It is not being used on an IP address attached to the cell service on this. This is strictly going to be through actually a DPN through my deeper network. You'll see that this is the warning on all the certificates. You can read through them. Once at this point here, you're in the top right, you're just going to hit install. And I would imagine it's the same thing for Android. I do not have an Android phone, so I can't tell you, but you're going to go ahead and hit the install at the top right-hand corner. And then from the remote management pop-up, you're going to hit trust. Okay, and now it'll be downloading. You should see it pop up on the the main page or wherever you default your apps being installed. And then here on this app installation pop-up is the final part where you're going to click install. Again, my only disclaimer is that this is what I personally did. Do your own due diligence, read through those certificate warnings. I can only tell you that I will be doing this. So we're going to go ahead and hit download, and the IPCLOUD actual app will now at this point be downloaded onto your main page of your iPhone. From there, you're going to have to log in, and you're going to need your email address that you used to log into your IPC account on the web page, right? So once this is done downloading, it takes, honestly, it only took a couple of seconds for me. You're going to go ahead and log into it. It's going to open up and we'll go through it here in a second, but you're just going to need to know the email address. You will not need to know the password because it's going to have a default password of 123456. And then from there, you're going to have to go and change that password, but we'll show you here in a second. So as it's downloading, just sit back and wait. All right, once it's done downloading, you can log into it, and you'll see that if for some reason it pops up in a language not known to you, just go in the top right-hand corner here, click that down arrow, and open it up, and it'll get you into the different languages offered, okay? So click on it, whatever language that you need, and then from there, you're going to log in for the first time. You're going to need to use your email address that your IPC account is registered to, okay? You're going to put that email address in, and then again, your password, it's a generic password, is 123456, okay? So here we are, password. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you're going to hit login. And then from here, what you're going to do is in the bottom right-hand corner, you see me. Click on me, and you're going to go over here to the security center. And what you're going to do is you're going to change your login password. I would also highly recommend adding your Google Authenticator to it and just go through the steps of adding that with the QR code that you'll have to scan. So you're going to go ahead and put that in, reset the password, put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then create a password in there. The other thing you'll have to do is create at the top of that. You saw that there was 3 things. The top one is a transaction password, and that's going to be a PIN number, right? Make sure to go ahead and set that because you will need that for any transactions that you will be doing. All right. So go ahead and just change this, and it's pretty self-explanatory. All righty. So I'm going to preface this with do your own diligence, right? Use some judgment, decide whether or not this is something worth doing, right? Don't think that this is a way to do anything but try to get some of your money back. As you can see, I currently have left in IPC, right? I currently have left a little under $4,000. Okay. For me, this is something I've decided how I'm going to do this is I'm going to attempt to try to get my money back. I've already gotten a large portion of it when they sent the message to withdraw your funds. You know, I did, but this is essentially the gimmick, right? And you can look at it. There's a bunch of other entities that are using arbitrage, and this is all this is, right? This is what IPC has essentially done here is create a crypto cloud or a crypto wallet that will be trading USD Tether through arbitrage on different exchanges and getting the return back off of it. So, and I'm sure they're using a bot like everybody else. What you essentially have to do is this. All right. So you're on the homepage. All right. And you've seen the video. I posted the video just before this on how to install it. My suggestion, do what you will. I ended up using, for me personally, an older iPhone. All right. You can go to Walmart. You can go to any of these places. You can go on eBay and get an older Android or a used iPhone. I personally will not be using this on anything that I have sensitive data on. Okay. But again, do as you will. If you have a VPN, if you have security services on your phone, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Once you do log in, and I talked about, the first login, it's the same email as IPC, the password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All that, how to change your information. I went through that. So now how can you get your money out? So you can see, I've got in IUSD, I do have a little bit of IPC, the IPC token. That's what you get paid out in, and then you just have to swap it. So I've already done a swap. I've already transferred out. And essentially what I did was on the bottom here, you can go over to Discover. And when you hit Discover, you could see deposit money to earn interest, IPC mining, or swap. So if you go to swap, this is where you can swap out your IPC for, in my case, I did Tether, right? And then I just transferred Tether out through the Tron network to my wallet. All right. But what you essentially have to do is this. You have to deposit a minimum of $100. So I made the decision personally, again, do your own research, figure out what you want to do. I made a decision that it was worth me attempting to transfer in $500. And actually what I'll do is I'll show you a quick little, I'll deposit $100 real quick and throw it in there. So actually bear with me here. Let me do this real quick. One of the things you want to do is under me, when you click on me, you see where it says daily check-in. Every day you just want to go in there and you want to click into sign in. And what this does is it increases your CPs. I don't have any clue what a CP is, but it increases that and it'll speed up your essentially your mining process, right? So I've only been doing this for 3 days. You know, it again, it is what it is. Nothing really that you can do about it. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to come to markets. I'm sorry, you're going to come to the homepage and you're first going to deposit Tether in. Okay. So in my case here, I'm going to come to currency selection. I'm going to go to Tether. I'm going to do it on the TRC20, the Tron network, and I'm going to copy the link. All right. So I'm going to go over to, you're not going to see it here on my side, but I'm going to come over here to my exchange. And what I'm going to do, bear with me 2 seconds. Let me just log in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send, all right, hold on. Okay. So I went ahead and transferred. I actually transferred 148 bucks in. All right. So you could see it is in my USD Tether account. So now, like I said, you want to go make sure you go to me and you sign in every day to get these CP points. And this is going to level you up quicker. And apparently it makes you mine faster. But what you're going to do is you're going to come to Discover. And in the middle there where it says IPC mining, you're going to click on that. Okay. You're going to go ahead and activate now, hit allow, and now you're in this, right? And essentially what they're doing is they're going to pay you out. They're going to use 50% of what your IUSD account is and 50% of what you're depositing. So you can go ahead and read through everything. Essentially what it's doing is it's locking up. And you could see right now subscription rules. If I subscribe right now on May 31st, takes effect on May 31st, and my first funding will be tomorrow, June 1st. And you can see that it orders between $100 and $10,000. There's a fixed income of 3 times. You know, obviously, if you do more, it'll be 3.5 times, and so forth. Right? I can tell you, I will not be doing more than small increments at a time. All right. There is a minimum purchase of 100 USDT, okay, or $100 worth. So what I'm going to do is this, right? You can read through all of this. Okay. Again, I decided that it was worth the risk for me personally to go ahead and do up to $500, right? So I'm going to click on buy now. I'm going to now, you could see I have $148.30. So I'm going to click all on USD Tether. Okay. And now what I can do is on IUSD, I can do all on IUSD. Okay. I'm going to click agree at the bottom. There we go. And confirm purchase. All right. Now I've got to go ahead and put my, my 2FA pin in. So bear with me 1 second. Okay. So once I put the password that I created, now you could see submit for purchase, take effect, contract release. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. It's purchased. I can click back, right? And now up in the top right-hand corner, okay, right here, that right there, you can see if you click on that, it'll show you, it'll bring up all of what I've got going. So right now, you can see I've made 2 deposits, right? Now, granted, it says 640 USDT, but remember, half of that is what I funded. Okay. So this last go around, you could see I put 296 plus the 344, and then to be released is 1913. So that is what what would be released total on what I'm going to get. And currently you can see that the release rate is 0.3% every day. So obviously it's going to take a while at 0.3%. It did start at 0.1%, but as every day that I click on the little sign in and get my 2CP, right, this has been increasing. So I'm guessing in the span of, realistically, in the span of 30 days or 1 month, I would be up to 3%, right? Because it's essentially doing 0.1% per day. So when I get to 30 days, I'm doing 3% a day. Theoretically, I don't know yet. I guess I'll update it when I get there. But it is what it is, right? I'm not going to do anything other than this. I'm going to let it work out. I have been paid out. Like I said, the first day I got a couple of bucks and I just tested it out to see if I can withdraw it. Withdrew without a problem. So I'm going to let this run its course. And like I said, it was worth the risk. Definitely, personally, I think that, it was worth my attempt to try to recover those funds. If you've got a small amount in there and, you decided that you wanted to just throw the $100 and see if you can get it back in 30 days, then, roll the dice and do it. Again, not financial advice, do your own due diligence, see if it's something that worth you doing. If you got a larger amount, maybe it is worth seeing what you can recoup. But it's pretty simple. That's all it is, right? I can tell you just by the way this is set up, they're probably not going to have an option for you to swap IUSD, right? They're never going to do that. Whether they were hacked or not, or however they want to do it, this is how they're going to make their money back, right? So by providing a little bit of liquidity, they're going to turn around and use the arbitrage system to make money off of it, and in turn pay you out a percentage of it, just like a bunch of other arbitrage income source entities. So if you're in my group, and you need, if you want, some information, whatever, if you want to do some more, if you want to ask some more questions, again, message me. If you're not in my Discord, and I'm only allowing people that are in my IPC organization, just to try to help you guys along with it. Definitely reach out to me on Instagram or in Discord, and I'll add you to the Discord. I've been posting videos in there, we've been talking about it. So, and if you are in the group, just message me in the Discord and we'll talk about it. So that's essentially how they've set this up. Personally, I think it's crap. I'm not a fan of it, but it's when it comes to a risk assessment, it's something that for me personally was worth the risk to try to do it. And if it ends up being, I lost the $500, then I'm just going to write it off. I'll write off the $500 that I ended up losing out of this at the end of the year anyway as a loss. So if you have any questions, comment down below in the video. Again, the hardest part is just getting it on your phone. Android's not so big of a deal. On the iPhone, it's not that big of a deal either. You just have to make sure that you hit allow to certain things. Again, my suggestion, use a phone that you don't have any personal information on, because the only way to do this is through an iOS or an Android phone app. You can't do it on your computer. You can't do it on a I haven't tried doing it through like a computer through an iOS mobile app, but I had a phone laying around, so I just figured I'd do it that way. Alrighty. If you have any questions, like I said, hit me up. If you want to join the Discord group and you're in my IPC organization, go ahead and send me an Instagram message, or hit me up on Discord. Both of those are on my YouTube channel under links. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.